Right now, the overall crypto market is looking a lot more bullish. We're seeing a couple of major events, technical indicators, and catalysts happen right now that are signs that we are going to see a massive rally take place for crypto very shortly. So now is the best time to be adding when everyone else is fearful. In today's video, we're going to talk about everything going on in the market and also about one rewards token that I think you'll really enjoy because you guys have seemed to really like the ones I've talked about Cardano and Solana. So I found another one called SolidETH, which is about Ethereum, which we'll go over more later. Anyways, the overall crypto market right now is sitting at a $2.25 trillion market cap, and we're seeing a couple of very interesting things happen. We're finally seeing Bitcoin's price start to push back up towards that $50,000 per coin range, and we've seen Ethereum break back above that $4,000 per coin number as well. In terms of technical indicators, Plan B on Twitter explained why $69,000 per coin was not the top of the market. He explained how every single bull market we have seen has been followed by an 80% correction with overall prices. But the key thing here is that if we saw an 80% correction from $69,000 per coin, it would bring us to $14,000 per coin. And we have never seen the bottom of, a bull market drop below the previous bull market's high. And what he means by that is that in 2017, the all-time high was at $20,000 per coin. So really, there should be no way, if you look at probability and historical events, there should be no way that we drop below that $20,000 per coin number even during the bear market, this bear market. So for that reason, he says he does not believe that the $69,000 per coin number is going to be the high for this bull market, just based on probability and historical events alone. The second thing with the overall market is that we're finally starting to see that Bitcoin's price is starting to test this 12-hour RSI. You can see that there has formed a resistance, a downward trending resistance for this 12-hour RSI, and it's going to be important for us to break above it because every single time we have seen it break above this resistance, like we saw just in July to September, every single time we have seen this happen, it has been followed by a big rally. You can see right here when we broke above it in July, followed by a rally. In September when we broke above it, followed by, a shorter rally. And then now, is it going to be followed by a rally again? Well, based on patterns. Probability, it looks like we very well could. So keep an eye out on this. And last thing for technical indicators, which is looking very optimistic, is that the other day we spoke about how net exchange inflows and outflows of Ethereum was at a key point. We saw that over 23,000 Bitcoin were taken off of exchanges, which means people are bullish. They're moving it into cold storage, hardware wallets. They're making it harder for themselves to sell. So seeing that coupled with this data right here, the mean hash rate, this is all very good. This mean hash rate has fully recovered since what happened in China. This is basically just Bitcoin mining, computing power. Just think of it of how much Bitcoin is being mined. After the ban in China, we saw this number tank all the way down to in July. We saw it absolutely tank. But since all of these bans have happened in China, we have finally seen a full recovery. And this is very, very promising as well, seeing a full recovery after all of the bans going on with crypto in China. Last thing before we get into that rewards token, SolidETH, which I do want to talk about, is I want to go over what is going on with NFTs, because a rare CryptoPunk number 4156 just sold for $10.2 million. This was a record-breaking number, and seeing that these record-breaking numbers for NFTs still right now shows me that people are still bullish on the market, because people are not dropping that kind of money on an NFT when the market is in a bear market. NFTs take the biggest hit when markets are down because people want to be a little bit more safer, a little bit more cautious with their investments. So seeing these record-breaking numbers for NFTs during this market right now is a sign to me that the money's still there. People are not scared. People are still bullish long-term on the market, so they're continuing to get in. Last thing I want to talk about is going to be what is going on with this rewards token. So the other day we spoke about ADA Cash, we spoke about Sol Cash, two projects that pay out dividends in terms of Solana and Ethereum. Great, we've talked about those, but a lot of people are asking in the comments, are there any other rewards tokens out there? So I came across one the other day, which I think you'll find pretty interesting. The first one, like the one I want to talk about today, is specifically with regard to Ethereum. There's a lot of rewards tokens out there, but this one seemed to have some pretty good payouts in terms of dividends, but make sure to do your own research for any of these, because the point of these is to pay out dividends in the form of Ethereum. So SolidETH right now, if you look at their white paper, well, first of all, their symbol is SolidETH, but if you look at their white paper, it shows exactly, tokenomics, what's going on, how do they pay these dividends. And what we can see is that total supply is this right here, and while that number is very, very high, it's pretty in line with the other rewards tokens out there. Second thing, the reason why I wanted to talk about this one in particular was that it pays out an 8% dividend, like let's say in the form of Ethereum. Every transaction, like for every transaction that people make with that coin. Very similar to the other rewards tokens we talked about, and it's also paid out every 60 minutes, all dependent on volume. So basically, if you buy SolidETH, you keep it, well then you're paid out 8% of the total transaction volume for that day in just you get paid in Ethereum every single day. It's the same as all of these rewards tokens work, but this one specifically for Ethereum. So the benefits of this are, even if the market isn't doing great, well then, and Ethereum's price isn't doing well, you would still generate passive income with SolidETH. Same with the other rewards tokens, but this one is specifically for people who, let's say like Ethereum, want to generate a little bit of passive income with Ethereum. The next thing I want to talk about is a couple of other aspects of their tokenomics. Every single transaction, so anytime someone buys or sells SolidETH, there's a 15% transaction fee that gets taken off. We already talked about that rewards, which is 8% of Ethereum, which is redistributed to holders, but also where that other 7% goes is 2% is used to fuel growth in the liquidity pool, and 5% is contributed to marketing. So this is a way that people can earn passive income, even if Ethereum's price isn't doing well. This is a much smaller project, so let me know your thoughts about it. I just came across it, and you guys like when I talk about these rewards tokens, so I wanted to make sure to bring another rewards token to the front and center. We've talked about Solana, we've talked about Ethereum, we've talked about Solana and Cardano rewards tokens, but I haven't found one about Ethereum until now. So here's one about Ethereum. It's called SolidETH, and I think the payouts, the 8% payout in terms of Ethereum is pretty solid. I think that the tokenomics look pretty solid as well. So let me know your thoughts on this. I will link it down below with all of the other rewards tokens I've talked about. But hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know your thoughts on the overall market right now. Let me know your thoughts on SolidETH. Do you own any of it already? And let me know where you see the market going over the next couple of weeks. But I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. See ya.